Today I'm going to talk about the carbon fiber, quote unquote, carbon fiber hood. Oof, that was a little rough. Man, girl. Alright. I bought this hood again. I'm not pretty conservative when it comes to modifications. I don't like to make changes to the engineering of a car unless I absolutely have to. I don't judge those that do it, but for myself, I'm just not that. But so anyway, so I decided to buy this hood, just not for the weight savings, but more of the interesting, but more for the ventilation. And quite frankly, I wanted to see what it looks like. I wanted to put some cosmetic change to the RX-8. You know, she's pretty. She got years on her now, so I wanted to try something different, new look, keep her fresh. But anyways, so this is made by, let me see if I can grab you guys here. This is made by SEIBON. I'm not really sure. I got this off carthrottle.com. They did a series where they built an RX-8, and that's where I saw this hood. It comes with ventilated hoods here, so you can see how the pins are actually, hopefully this stands the test of time. So it's ventilated there and here and the other side as well. When you put the hood down, if you have a quote unquote cold air intake and you don't have this box, if you know, drive it in the rain, I don't drive this car in the rain anymore, but if you do and you don't have this cover over the radiator, the water most likely will hit your radiator fan if you leave it sitting. So you might want to be careful with that, because there is an electrical plug right there that you probably don't want to get wet. And I suggest if you have your battery here, leave your battery cover as well, because this section will be directly above this. In terms of the installation, just 2 bolts here. You can use the stock bolts. They fit directly, but I recommend you use the ones provided because they have these little spacers, or you could use the stock bolts and just add these little spacers here. You don't want to make it too tight. It was pretty straightforward installation. The only issue I would say is you have to play with it a little bit. Well, one, how tight you make these, because depending on how tight you make these, the hood will kind of like won't bend as much up here when you start putting it down in this section, touches this section. But aside from that, pretty straightforward. Now, in terms of the weight savings, quote unquote, the stock hood weighs, let me check my notes here, weighs 16.3 pounds. That's how much the stock hood weighs. This one, carbon fiber, weighs 20.5 pounds. So it actually weighs more than the stock hood. And I was not surprised. The moment I picked up the stock hood, I was shocked at how light it is. And you can immediately feel the weight of this new carbon fiber hood. So what? That's a gain of about close to 4.2 pounds by putting on this hood. Something to keep in mind if you're interested in it. This latch comes directly from the stock hood. But that's pretty much it. Now let me just show you. Oh, and you also might have to play with these to raise them or lower them depending on how you start adjusting this. Because if you screw these to the left, they go up, and if you screw them a little bit down, they go down. I'm sorry, to the right they go down, to the left they go up. So you can get the setting correctly. Now let me just show you here how I got it to go down. See here. All right, come over here. See, when you go there, at that moment right here, before, see how it's, that's how you want it. Before, when I had the corners so tight, that didn't happen. It's almost like it didn't give enough flexibility up here for it to kind of like come in smoothly. So just something to keep in mind. So then you press it down and you're in. That's it. This is what it looks like in a 2004 Mazda RX-8. And I will mention just a little Easter egg for those that stick around for the end. This section here, hold on, let me open up the hood again. This was extremely dirty from the years and years of just being out on display. And once I cleaned it, I put some air, and you can see another video on, put some air and a little bit of steam through it. It got a lot more flexible. This was pretty hard, which means that there was so much dirt and debris in here that was making it hard. But if you look closely, this is threaded, so there's holes in there. If you put it to the light, there's, you know, you can get air through it. So I guess what kind of, something you might want to think about for those that have the stock gearbox. Might want to clean this. You don't have to take it off, just spray it, some air. So again, much air, whatever you can get out of these cars, they're not high power, so just something to think about. All right, so I hope that helps anyone. If you have any questions, just let me know.